extremely laid back, right? My range stuff. I like to have fun on the range without playing grab ass on the range. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to have fun out here. Come on in. Come on in. Let's talk about this first drill again. Like I said, the first drill, we're going to fire a full magazine from the ready position, single shot at a time. Now with your first round, I'm going to go hot if you don't have ears on. So with your first round, I want you to put it somewhere in the middle of the target. Somewhere in the middle of the target. Now, that bullet hole is going to be point of aim for the remaining rounds in the drill. Right, so because we want to refine and define our point of aim. I mean, the target's huge, and we're at 7 yards. We could throw the pistol at it from here and hit it in the Asia. So we've got a nice, tight little point of aim. Think sight, 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 squeeze, 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 sight, sight, realign, reset, back to the ready finger off the trigger. Sight, sight, squeeze, squeeze, sight, sight, squeeze, squeeze, sight, sight, realign, reset, back to the ready finger off the trigger. Sight, sight, squeeze, squeeze, sight, sight, squeeze, squeeze, realign, reset, back to the ready finger off the trigger. Sight, sight, squeeze, squeeze, sight, sight, squeeze, squeeze, sight, sight, squeeze, realign, reset, back to ready finger off the trigger. Hey guys, I know what some of you are doing. Some of you are watching my target right now, when in fact what we're talking is right here. I swear to God I won't miss the target. Right. Sight, sight, squeeze, squeeze, sight, sight, squeeze, squeeze, realign, reset, back to the ready finger off the trigger. Sight, sight, squeeze, squeeze, sight, realign, reset, back to the ready finger off the trigger. Sight, sight, squeeze, squeeze, sight, sight, squeeze, realign, reset, back to the ready finger off the trigger. Sight, sight, squeeze, squeeze, sight, sight, squeeze, realign, reset, back to the ready finger off the trigger. Sight, sight, squeeze, squeeze, sight, sight, squeeze, realign, reset, back to the ready finger off the trigger. Sight, sight, squeeze, squeeze, realign, reset, back to the ready finger off the trigger. Sight, sight, squeeze, squeeze, sight, sight, squeeze, realign, reset, back to the ready finger off the trigger. Sight, sight, squeeze, squeeze, sight, sight, squeeze, realign, reset, back to the ready finger off the trigger. Sight, sight, squeeze, squeeze, sight, sight, squeeze, realign, reset, back to the ready finger off the trigger. Sight, sight, squeeze, squeeze, sight, realign, reset, back to the ready finger off the trigger. So we'll shoot a full magazine, single shot at a time from the ready position. Emphasis on the big 5 grip, presentation, sight alignment, trigger control, follow through. Tracking?
We only fire on your threat command, correct?
No. Just
this
is your time.
On your own. Okay, gotcha.
Yep. Your time, your
Yes,
cadence, your pace. Yep. Everybody good? Good. Find the target and make it hot. If you have any questions too, guys, because right now we'll call it a beginner's class, even though I don't think it's going to be. But if you have any questions whatsoever, please sound off with them. Yep. It's on you. You are hot. And then work that thumb safety. Ready? Yep.